everybody, I am Ms. Vazone, and today we're going to be talking about order of operations, specifically the adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. So, a lot of you heard of order of operations in terms of PEMDAS or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So what does PEMDAS stand for? What are the order of operations? Well, P stands for parentheses. Parentheses. Or sometimes you'll see brackets, they're the same thing. Okay. E is exponents. Now notice we have 4 letters left, but I'm only writing down 3 steps because the M and the D go together. And that's where a lot of people get thrown off. It's actually multiply and divide from left to right. I see a lot of stuff on Facebook all the time, these simple order of operations problems, and people are always arguing, and it's always because they mess this up. People always want to multiply first, then divide. But it's not. It's from left to right. So if division comes first, you're going to divide first. Right? Similarly with adding and subtracting. It's adding and subtracting from left to right. So if adding comes first, then you add first. If subtracting comes first, you subtract first. Okay? So today we're going to be focusing on 3 and 4. So multiplying and dividing comes first. So we will be multiplying and dividing before adding and subtracting. So that is important. 3 comes before 4. Multiply and divide before add and subtract. Alright, so our order of operations, so we're going to work on step 3 and step 4, multiply and divide, and then add and subtract. The next video will be adding in step 2, and then the third video I have all of them together. Alright, so let's start with adding, subtracting. So again, left to right, we have plus and minus, those are kind of together, they're friends. So we're going to do left to right. So what's the first thing we see? I see that plus. 3 plus 9 is 12. Minus 2 is 10. Done. If you feel comfortable, if this is review, pause the video. Do 2, 3, and 4 on your own. Let's do number 2 together. Going from left to right. 5 plus 8 is 13, minus 6 plus 1, bring those down. Now again, left to right, 13 minus 6 is 7, bring down that plus 1, and we get 8. Now let's see what happens if we get the same or different answer if we did all the addition first. So if I did the addition first, I would have gotten 13 minus, and then if I add these together, I get 7. What's 13 minus 7? 6. So notice we get a different answer, and that's why it's important to go left to right. You will get the wrong answer. Alright, if you didn't pause the video before, I want you to pause it now and do number 3 and number 4 by yourself. Alright, so number 3, again, left to right. 12 minus 10 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And this one's kind of nice and easy, right? 6 minus 6 is just 0, so we get 17 as our final answer. Alright, so we did adding and subtracting. Now let's throw in there some multiply, divide. Alright. number 6, let's do that one first. Again, remember, multiply and divide goes together. They're BFFs, but whoever comes first goes first. Okay? So, what comes first in this set? 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. Divided by 12 is 4. Pause the video, do number 7. Number 7, even though division comes first, again, they're friends, you let your friend go first sometimes. No big deal. You're happy with it. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Times 6 is 12. Done. Again, pause the video. Try these on your own. Don't just watch me do the work. I know how to do it. You need to pause it and try it on your own. Alright, number 8. Notice we have plus and multiplication. So we're putting those together. Now who comes first? Do we go left to right? Not in this case. In this case, remember multiplication and division comes first. So we're going to multiply first, then add. So 7 times 2 is 14. Then bring that 4 down. 4 and 14 is 18. Okay. Alright, next one. 14 divided by 2. Multiply and divide first, then we add and subtract. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Bring down that 20. Bring down that 3. Now all we have left is adding and subtracting, so we're going to go left to right. 20 and 7 is 27. Minus 3 is 24. And we're done. And I'm pretty sure that's my last slide. Let's check. Yep. And that's order of operations, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Time to get a worksheet and practice.